on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a spin around the auction house and going over a bunch of cards that are down in price right now, fairly affordable for most, and worth picking up to improve your squad, save yourself some coins, and hopefully help you guys win some more games. So let's go through it. Now, before we go over the cards, just one thing to keep in mind, golden tickets are likely upcoming this week, which means a market crash is probably going to happen at various positions. So if you want to hang on to your coins and not do any spending this weekend, you certainly can. But with the draft promo concluding this past week and having some of the best cards in the game, we're starting to finally see now all-star athletes cards drop in price among other cards that are really good and worth picking up. So let's go ahead and go through all of the cards. And as always, we're going to start at the quarterback position for another week in a row here. The best quarterback, the best value quarterback in the game to me is going to be Sugar Rush Anthony Richardson, 99 overall with 96 speed, 99 throw power, short throw 97, mid 94, deep 96. You can find him for about 405,000 coins on average, and that's very important because this is an LTD, and LTDs will ever, for always, quick sell for 350,000 coins. So if you buy him at 405k, you know that whenever you're ready to get rid of him, if you can't sell him for that same price after the 10% tax, you're going to lose a little bit there. But if you can't sell him for 405k, you can always quick sell him for 350,000 coins, which means one of the best quarterbacks in the game you can have right now for about 55,000 coins if you use the rental method. He's got Tank and Truz baked on for 1 AP. I've said it many times, I'm probably not going to use any quarterback going forward that doesn't have Truz. It just allows me to run with my QB and not really have to worry about fumbling very frequently. Then he has a ton of discounted buckets. In the far bucket to the right, you have your choice of Pocket Deadeye for 0, Pass Lead Elite for 2, Set Feet Lead for 1. When I used the card, I went Pass Lead Elite for 2 AP. In the other discounted bucket, you can either go Dashing Deadeye for 0 or Gunslinger for 0. If you prefer Gunslinger, go that route. He does get Master Tactician for 1 AP. Definitely recommend spending the 1 AP on that ability. It's really good. And if you didn't go with Dashing Deadeye in the Gunslinger bucket, you can still get that for 0 along with Jukebox for 0, which is going to be helpful when you want to run the ball with this card. All in all, one of my favorite quarterbacks that I've used all year, and I think he's a top 3 quarterback currently in MUT 25 for a perfect price if you're looking to upgrade at that position. At running back, we have another LTD that you can use the rental method on, and it's going to be Team of the Year Saquon Barkley, 98 OVR. He does have a Redux card that's right around 450,000 coins, but if you can find the LTD, which is about 445k on average, and all of the prices that I read in this video are according to MUT.gg, but if you can find him for about 445k, for this one, you're looking at about a 95,000 coin rental, knowing that you can always get at least 350 back from this card when you're all done with it. 99 speed, 96 acceleration, 97 change of direction, 99 trucking, 99 break tackle. There are certainly better running backs in this card, but a lot of them are like 500k and up. You can always look at all-star athletes Derrick Henry. He's in the upper 400k range as well. But with this Saquon Barkley, definitely a very good running back out there. He's going to give you Tank for 1 AP and Evasive for 1 AP. Evasive is Spin Cycle plus Jukebox. So for 2 AP, you're essentially getting 3 abilities for that 2 AP if you factor in Tank, Spin Cycle, and Jukebox. And then on top of that, you can still get Human Joystick for 0 AP. And if you want to go either Bulldozer or Balance Beam, you can also get one of those 2 for 0 AP. So really nice ability stack. He doesn't get Freight Train or Angry Runs. Those are going to be the best running backs in the game right now. But if you can't afford any of those, this is a good option. And if that's too much to put up front to use the rental method on Saquon Barkley, you can always take a look at Roster Revolution Joe Mixon, one of the more underrated cards that's come out as of late, and I feel like I don't see a lot of people using this one, and I think it's a pretty good card out there. You can find him for about 200k. So 98 overall, 98 speed, 95 carry, 96 acceleration, 91 catching, change of direction at 93, break tackle at 99, trucking at 95, and he does have a very high spin and juke move. For the 200,000 coins, you're going to get 5 very key abilities, all for the price of 0 AP. So you got Bulldozer baked on for 0. He gets Tank for 0, Grab and Go for 0, 0, Spin Cycle for 0, and Jukebox for 0. Again, 5 abilities for 0 AP and 200K. Even if you need a backup running back, this is not a bad option to bring in when you need to substitute from your main running back, maybe due to fatigue or you just want to mix things up. He's very, very dependable as a receiving back as well. Just a really good price for 200K. Now, when it comes to wide receivers, this entire video, we focus on cards 400,000 coins and under. Obviously, with Anthony Richardson and Saquon Barkley, a little bit of an exception because of the rental method. Andre Johnson also is going to be an exception because he's starting to come down in price. The card is basically a week old. He came out last week. You can find him for about 450K. This 99 overall Ultimate Legend card comes with stock 99 speed. He's 6'3", 97 catching, 99 catching traffic, 98 spec catch, short route running at 98, mid 97, deep 95. Very good receiver card at face value, but he gets really good abilities as well for the 450K. He's going to get tank baked on for 0 AP. Very good to avoid hit stick tackles and get extra yardage, but he also gets yak 'em up for 1 AP, normally an X Factor. In this situation, it's treated as an ability, and if you can get it for 1 AP, that's really, really good. So on top of that, we're looking at tank for 0, yak 'em up for 1. If you want to spend another ability point, you can get Route Technician on this card for additional 1. If not, in that same bucket, I would go mid elite for 0 AP, and then you can still go Spin Cycle for 0 and Bulldozer for 0 for more after the catch yardage there. Really good card for 450K. If that one is out of your price range, I have 2 additional wide receivers you can take a look at. Roster Revolution, Darius Slayton, a very good card, on average about 270,000 coins. Stock 99 speed, 99 spec catch, short route running at 98, mid 96, deep 99, and he gives you 95 catching as well. I think he's a really good slot receiver. If you're looking for one, he's going to give you baked on Jukebox, obviously here, for 0 AP. But then on top of that, you can get Slot-O-Matic for 0 AP, which if you're unaware, placing him in the slot position, slot wide receiver, on your specialist screen designates him as the slot receiver. With that and Slot-O-Matic equipped, that basically gives him Route Technician and short and elite from that spot on the field. So it's a nice little trick or work around there. So Slot-O-Matic for 0 AP, Acrobat for 0 AP, not necessary, but it's the 0 AP option in a lone bucket with a bunch of other 1 AP options, so you might as well equip it. He also gets mid elite, which we just talked about with Andre Johnson. That's going to be mid in and mid out together. He gets mid elite for 0 AP, and then grab and go for 0 AP as well. So you're looking at 5 abilities on this card with stock 99 speed for 0 AP. Really good slot receiver. And then one other option is going to be Sugar Rush CD Lamb. This card's about 210,000 coins on average, 6'2" wide receiver, 98 speed, 96 catch, 96 short route running and mid, and the deep route running is going to be at 95. On this card, he has a baked on human joystick and double me. You do have to pay 1 AP for the double me. It's not optionable. You can't take it off, but it's worth it for the 1 AP. And then on top of that, you can either spend another ability point on Route Technician. If you don't want to do that, go deep out elite for 0 AP. You can still get deep in elite in another bucket for 0, and then your choice of either Jukebox or Spin Cycle for 0 AP as well. Actually, no, you can get those both together. So you got Jukebox, Spin Cycle, deep in elite, Route Technician, double me, and human joystick for 2. And if you take out the Route Tech and switch it with deep out elite, it goes down to 1 AP. Ben Coates is going to hold down the tight end spot here for another week in a row. You can now find this card for 180,000 coins. Ultimate Legend at a 98 OVR. Probably Monday or Tuesday, I will be dropping a video on the best tight ends in the game for every single budget with the brand new Jonnu Smith and Jeremy Shockey. There's some really good cards in the mix at this position, and that's why Ben Coates continues to fall down in price, but he's still a very, very good card. For the 180K, you're getting a 6'5" tight end with stock 97 speed and catching. Catching traffic's 99. One of my favorite things about this card when I was using it was the simple fact that he just hung onto the football in traffic a lot more than anybody, and it felt like he was almost immune to knockouts for the most part there. So really good card with great catch in traffic, 98 short route running, 97 mid, and he's a good run blocker. You got 86 run block, 88 strength on this card. With the abilities, he's going to have persistent baked on for 0 AP, not really important there, but he also gets mid elite and short elite together for 0 AP. So that's essentially 4 abilities inside 2 of abilities for 0 AP. You got mid in, mid out, short in, and mid and short out, and then you can throw tank on there for 1 AP, which is going to be highly recommended. Now over to the defense, we have a couple pass rushers for you. The first one is going to be Ultimate Legend Jason Taylor, about 188,000 coins on average at defensive end. You got Reach Elite baked on, 96 speed, 98 acceleration. Strength is a little bit low, power move as well, but he's got 99 finesse move, 94 block shed, 92 tackle, and he's going to give you, along with that Reach Elite baked on for 0 AP, Unstoppable Force. It's going to be treated as an ability in this situation instead of an X Factor. You can get Unstoppable Force for 2 AP on this card. He has Lurker for 0, not really necessary, but it's in a bucket where there's really no other options outside of spending ability points there, and it can help with tipped interceptions at the line there. So you got Unstoppable Force for 2, Lurker for 0, Secure Tackler for 0, Double or Nothing for 0, and then you can actually get Tip Drill for 0 as well. You're looking at 6 abilities, including the Baked On ability, 6 abilities for the price of 2 AP. Another left end that's extremely good, right around the same price point, 200K, is going to be Draft Night Mel Williams. I did put out a video yesterday, by the way, going over one player at every single position for 150,000 coins or under, so it's a super budget beast episode there. A lot of these Draft Night cards fall in that price point and are really, really good. This one's a little bit more expensive, but worth the 200K. 96 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 strength, 93 tackle, maxed out block shed at 99, finesse move 98, and power move at 93. So baked on, he's going to give you Double or Nothing and Secure Tackler. You can actually get Edge Threat Elite for this on this card for 0 AP, Under Pressure for 0 AP, Run Stopper for 0 AP, Tip Drill for 0 AP, and then you have your choice of either Speedster or Defensive Rally for 0 AP. That's up to you, but essentially this card can get 7 abilities for 0 AP. That's absolutely insane for 200,000 coins. And then one other pass rusher, an outside linebacker in this situation. It's going to be Sugar Rush Kavon Tibido. I have this card on my No Money Spent squad, and he's been surprisingly good. I'm right now kind of testing out Bradley Chubb and Abdul Carter from the NFL Draft promo, and I would say, just comparing, not, attributes or abilities wise, but production wise, this Kavon Tibido has been more productive than both of those cards here. You can find him right now for about 300,000 coins. He's got 96 speed, 98 acceleration, 93 strength, 96 tackle, same with the block shed, power moves at 98, finesse move 92, and for the 300K, baked on, he's going to give you Reach Elite and Unstoppable Force. You do have to pay 2 AP for Unstoppable Force, but it's definitely worth it. And then on top of that, remember, the Sugar Rush cards have 2 really discounted buckets. You can get Tackle Supreme for 0, Double or Nothing for 0, Lurker for 0. Again, it's there, so you might as well use it. And then Run Stopper and No Outsiders, all for 0 AP, including the baked on abilities. You're looking at 7 abilities on this card for 2 AP, and the 2 AP is coming from Unstoppable Force. We have some really good defensive tackles in the game as of late, and because of that, DeForest Buckner's All-Star Athlete card is finally starting to come down in price. You can find him on average, according to MUT.GG, for about 380K. If that's out of your price range, you can also take a look at Ultimate Legend Marcus Stroud. Very similar card. Buckner a little bit lighter there, but he gives you the 90 speed, 91 acceleration, tackle and strength at 97, finesse move and block shed at 98, and the power move at 90. But it's all about the ability. So baked on, he's going to get inside stuff and Double or Nothing for 0 AP. You can also add on Tip Drill and Secure Tackler, both for 0 AP. The 3 ability points you're going to spend on this card are going to come from Colossus. It is a bit expensive, but that's one of the best abilities in the entire game. So you got 5 abilities for the price of 3 on this one, with the 3 AP coming from Colossus. I have 3 cornerbacks that I'm going to recommend in this video, all very good and inexpensive. The first one is going to be another Draft Night card. We're looking at 97 overall Maxwell Haristen, and you can find this card for 170,000 coins if you play zone coverage exclusively. You got some really, really good ability stacks on this one. He's going to give you stock 99 speed and 99 acceleration. Same with jumping there. He is 6'1". Zone coverage and press also at 99. The man coverage at 96. The play rec is low, but I don't think it's a huge concern on this card. You get some really good value for the coin spent on this one. So he's got flat zone KO baked on for 0 AP. He can also get mid zone KO for 0, Pick Artist for 0, Stonewall for 0. You're going to want to go with that because he doesn't get Secure Tackler or any good tackling abilities. And the one ability point that you're going to spend on this card is for Deep Zone KO, which is deep in and deep out zone KO together. So you're looking at a really nice ability stack there in a zone exclusive scheme for 170,000 coins. Anthony Edwards, his All-Star Athlete card is finally coming down in price. You can find him for about 390,000 coins, 98 speed, and 6'4" at the cornerback position. And he also gets all 32 team chems, so very easy to get this card up to 99 speed. He also has 98 man, 98 zone, and 97 press. He's going to give you one step ahead and Pick Artist baked on for 0 AP. Universal coverage is going to cost you 2 AP, but it's definitely going to be worth it because you get all of the knockouts, whether you're in man or zone coverage, anywhere on the field. So then you want to focus on tackling abilities at that point. You got Secure Tackler for 0, Unfakeable for 0. Really, really good card. In the 6'4" height and the 99 jumping make him bat down some passes that other cornerbacks are just not going to be able to get to. And the last corner we're going to recommend is Fruit Punch. This is AK Icon's Marlin Humphrey. If you run a lot of man coverage, he's going to be a great slot defender for you. If you run a lot of zone, you can play him on the outside. Unfakeable is going to be baked on for 0 AP, 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 98 man, 97 zone, 98 press coverage. So with this card, 350k on average. He's going to get Pick Artist for 0 AP. If you run a lot of man coverage, you can also get short route and mid route KO, but they are both going to cost you 1 AP. So now you're spending 2 on this card here. If you run a lot of zone, you can get deep zone KO, which is deep in and deep out zone KO together for a total of 1 AP, plus mid zone KO for 0, and he does get Stonewall for 0. You're going to want to use that ability because he does not get Secure Tackler. So this is a great slot defender for man coverage. He's really good for zone as well. You're probably going to want to play him on the outside if you run a zone scheme, and we actually have a full card review on this card coming out later today, so be on the lookout for that. Closing out the video, let's round it out with the back end of your secondary. Larry Wilson's another card that's going to make this list for the 3rd or 4th week in a row. You can also take a look at Clinton Dix at the free safety position, but with Larry Wilson only being 210k, I felt like he should have been recommended in this video. For that reason, the price specifically, 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 92 tackle, 88 man, 98 zone, and 94 hit power. For the 210k, you got Pick Artist baked on for 0 AP. You got universal coverage for 2 AP. We talked about that a moment ago and how good it is. If you don't want to spend the 2 AP on universal coverage, you definitely want to spend 1 AP on deep zone KO, which is deep in and deep out together. If you do that, you can still get mid zone KO for 0 AP. Not really necessary if you have universal coverage for the 2 there, but if you don't, go mid zone KO for 0, and then you can get Secure Tackler and Unfakeable added onto this card, both at 0 AP. At strong safety, I'm going to recommend Budda Baker. Now, he is only 5'10", so that's something to keep in mind, but he does get a lot of good knockout ability, so the height won't be as big as a problem in that situation. 98 speed and acceleration, 90 man coverage, 98 zone, 95 hit power, 96 tackle. He is a run support archetype. If you want to play him as a sub linebacker, you certainly can, but I think he gets really good abilities to play high end coverage as well. So you got mid zone KO and reinforcement baked on. It's going to cost you a total of 1 AP. With reinforcement, it's going to give you knockouts everywhere on the field and good block shedding against the run. The only problem is you don't get the same reactions as a zone knockout would give you with reinforcement. So for that reason, I would still end up spending 1 AP on deep zone KO, which is deep in and deep out together. You can get Tackle Supreme for 0 AP, Enforcer for 0, Secure Tackler for 0 if you don't go with the Tackle Supreme option, and then he also gets Pick Artist for 0. A lot of flexibility with the Budda Baker card. He can play sub linebacker, he can play up top, and he gets a lot of really good abilities there for tackling and getting knockouts. And there you have it. Those are the best cards to pick up right now to improve your squad and help you guys win some more games. Let me know what players you guys picked up this weekend. Leave it down below in the comment section, and thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.